So, Greg, what was when you decided to do a piece on the article that you wrote in the Washington Post about this tenure of Matt Sherman? Now, you call him, I think you call him one of the longest serving civilians. Is he actually the longest civilian, or is there any serving civilian, or is there any way to know?
I don't think there's any way to know. I couldn't find any longer. So if anybody's out there, this is your chance.
But so what was the reason to do that?
You know, I would try and grab Matt when he was back in Washington for testimony or whatever, just to get a sort of azimuth check on what was going on and figure stuff out. And in the course of having beers, he mentioned that in 2003, he'd put all this stuff in his storage shed when he quit his law job and locked it up, and that he had absolutely no idea what was in there. And I was like, you must have some idea. And he would say, I have no idea. And so I was like, you know, I got to be there when you open it up. And I didn't know what was in there, but I thought, oh, it's some way of sort of telling the story of these last 13 years, of how ignorant we were when we started and sort of what we learned. I just thought there was some new way of telling a story that I felt like I'd told a dozen times over the last 13 years in that storage shed.
And when you guys opened up the shed, I mean that is sort of the device for the whole story. What did you find there?
It was amazing to kind of look through, you know, magazines and articles and journal articles and books from that phase of my life. You know, that was much earlier on. I mean, Greg saw it.
Yeah, we found everything. Food, because if you're only going to be gone 6 months, why not save that can of peas, apparently? It'll be good.
I didn't, that was kind of a low point, I have to admit. That was
Right. Matt had this notebook that just a loose leaf notebook from his office, and you know, on one page there was like legal mumbo jumbo, subcontract agreement. And then, like on that same page or the next page, he was trying to teach himself Arabic, you know, Assalamu alaikum, written out, you know. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be our key advisor to the Ministry of Interior. And not that he didn't do a great job with it. He, you know, he threw himself into it in a way that few wouldn't have. But it just showed how little we knew about this place we were invading. And Matt was not the exception. I mean, that was the entire U.S. government, the entire U.S. military. It was me covering it. I had no idea what I was covering.